Bringing up Graeme Kenna.
This is the voicemail of Graeme Kenna from the Legal Department for Adult Services in Bradford Council. Please leave a message and I will get back to you.
After you've finished your message, just hang up, or to hear more options, please press 1.
Yes, hello, Mr. Kenna. It's Mr. Hussain here, once again leaving yourself another daily message asking you to contact me to let me know what legal framework you've used to kidnap and hold my brother hostage like this and are detaining him against his will for the last 112 days. This is message, I believe this is message number 50 from the 10th of October 2023, all of which is now being marginalized and ignored by yourself as a local authority, whilst at the same time having unlawfully abducted my brother and holding him hostage like this. I mean, this is completely ridiculous. You know, as a local authority, you cannot do this. You cannot simply abduct people. No doubt my brother's now going to die in your care, just like my mother was killed off by yourselves. You are not meeting my brother's socio-economic needs, basically spiritual and emotional needs. My brother's not a dog that you can simply put in a kennel somewhere and feed and house and hope that that's enough. My brother's not a dog or an animal that you feel that you're enacting in their best interest. You're not meeting his religious needs, you're not meeting his cultural needs, you're not meeting his emotional needs, but most importantly, you have no legal authority to abduct my brother like this. You are not his lasting power of attorney, property, health and welfare deputy, lasting power of attorney holders. You're not even his lasting power, you're not even his deputy for health and welfare, are you? You've not chosen to make that application. No doubt you're probably plotting or planning to do that now, but can you understand that my brother's civil rights are being completely decimated by your actions by simply coming to abduct my brother under these unlawful regimes? The police are, what is the police going to do? The police just came down to do as you're bidding. I was surprised that it was not a council employee that was interviewing us, but it makes no real difference, is it? The police, the West Yorkshire Police Force are subservient to your instructions and dictates, to your lies and deceptions, and coming down and abducting my brother under these pretexts. You're going to end up killing him. I'm telling you over and over again. He's going to die in your custody and care. And you know my charging policy, I've already established this as £1 billion for each life that you're deliberately trying to take away and murder. It's £1 million a week for the care now, £1 million for a day for his unlawful abduction in this manner. You know, I've tried my best to try to explain to you that you should not be doing this, but you seem to be left with no options. I was trying to explain to your Christopher Browell that your people are insane. You people are literally doolally. You're mentally deranged, looking to endanger people's lives like this and hoping to get away with it. No doubt you've perfected this art in childcare services by abducting children from their parents and putting them into foster care, and no doubt committing acts of ritual abuse against the babies and children as you see fit, because the judges are there to accommodate your whims. There's just clear nefariousness going on here. But irrespective, you can do that. You've perfected this art by buying off the judges in the childcare services, and we all know where childcare services are now with yourself. I mean, this whole thing about family first trust that you put up, that's a trust that you own, operate, and yet you're trying to give the perception that legally speaking is a separate entity. I don't want to get into childcare services because quite clearly you've been found wanting on there, and if childcare services are bad, you fully understand adult social care services are on a different level, and this abuse and aggression of yourself by buying off the judges in order to achieve your objectives is simply ridiculous. So I once again urge you, Mr. Kenna, to get in touch with me to let me know exactly what legal framework you've used in order to take my brother and holding him hostage like this for now 112 days. This is simply not acceptable, and you're expecting to detain him indefinitely. My brother has never consented to this. There is an aspect of detaining him against his will that will be clearly these consequences to yourself, but you feel emboldened and filled with hubris and pride that no, there will be no consequences because you've bought off the court, you've bought off the courts and tribunal services, you bought off Nick Goodwin, and now you bought off all the judges. So you feel quite confident in your abilities. We'll see about that. Please look to get back to me ASAP so I know where my brother's being held. Thank you very much.